Pikachu.
Hello everyone and welcome to our first time playthrough of Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu edition for the Nintendo Switch. Right off the bat, we are met with Professor Oak here, who's giving us a tutorial on the world of Pokemon. This world is inhabited far and wide by creatures called Pokemon. And if you want to know how people tend to interact with these Pokemon, well, some people keep them as companions, others have them do battle. As for myself, I study Pokemon as a profession.
Interesting.
Now, why don't you tell me about yourself?
Well, I've got blonde hair. I say fuck more than I should. Oh, and my name's Taylor.
And his lips never stop moving.
Alright,
Alright,
I
so...
get to decide how I look.
Yep, there's 4 female trainers and 4 male trainers that you can choose from. You're gonna be female, obviously.
Maybe I want to be...
No, you're gonna be the female trainer. So, and how about a name, So, yes, today Taylor and I are going to be starting... Don't you want Taylor? You're not putting that as your name. You are not putting that as your name. Put Taylor. But yes, Taylor and I are going to be starting our very first playthrough of a Pokemon game on our channel with Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu Edition. Now, the reason why you're not putting that as your name either, come on. The reason why we're doing this version in particular and not something like, say, the original Red, Blue, Yellow or Fire Red and Leaf Green is for a few reasons. Because each version of Generation 1 has differences that makes it stand out from the rest. We'll definitely be getting into why I ultimately chose this version of Pokemon for us to be our first run through a Pokemon game, in a little bit. You're not putting that as your name.
Look, but it fits perfectly!
No, get rid of that. You're just Taylor. You are just Taylor, okay? Well, you just deleted everything. Now you gotta type Taylor in again. Oh my gosh, I don't want to spend the whole part on this name screen. Just put your name in.
You said just
No,
Taylor.
you're not just Taylor. You are Taylor, okay? Okay.
Oh, so...
You are Taylor. Taylor. No, stop. Just put in Taylor as your name. Please.
Okay.
Taylor.
Taylor as my name.
That doesn't fit. Ready? Taylor.
So, ready, Taylor.
No! Oh my gosh. Just put in your name, please. We're gonna be here all day.
Did you ever put out that video of me naming all of them?
No, that's still sitting on my hard drive because I never got around to editing it because I became swamped with PPG reboot stuff and I put everything else to the side. But I would like to release that at some point. So, you know, I think that would be fun to still put out.
Who the fuck?
This is your rival. Your friend and rival who has grown up right next door to you.
Why does it look like you?
Well, the thing is it doesn't.
It does.
Well, he doesn't have green eyes, and his hairstyle is completely different from mine.
That's literally you.
That is literally not
Jason.
me. Also, he's the worst rival character in the entire Pokemon series, so you are by definition calling me the worst character in the Pokemon series.
Well, happy birthday.
Oh, okay, thanks. So you can name your rival whatever you want, but don't name it me. What?
Sketty.
Why are you naming him Sketty?
Busketty.
Busketty?
Busketty.
You mean spaghetti?
Yeah.
Why? Because you hate spaghetti?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Alright. That works.
Sketty.
That works. Sketty. Go for it. You might have hit the cancel button instead of the okay. There. Alright, Sketty it is. This guy's actual name... Are you changing it? Oh, okay. You gotta add the apostrophe. This guy's actual name, according to the canon, is Trace, which is stupid. But, yeah, Sketty is a better name. So, yeah, that's...
Because I hate Sketty.
Yeah. Well, his name is Sketty.
That's awesome.
Taylor, my girl. Your very own Pokemon tale is about to unfold.
Do I get to name my Pokemon?
Yes, a world of dreams and adventures with Pokemon awaits. Let's Go is the name of this game. Yes, you do get to nickname your Pokemon. When we get there.
I get to name that Pikachu?
We'll have to get there first. Don't get ahead of yourself. So, that opening cutscene that we saw with the CG Pikachu jumping out of the TV, that's a real-life replica, well, almost real-life, a more realistic replica of the room that your character starts in the game, so, yeah. But, for starters, I don't know if I'm able to join just yet. I don't think so. But one really cool feature of Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee on the Switch is this is the first, and as far as I'm aware, only Pokemon game to feature two-player co-op. There's no other Pokemon game out there that offers this feature, which is the number one deciding reason why we decided to go with Let's Go Pikachu over the other Generation 1 games. Because even though I will say that Fire Red and Leaf Green is the definitive way to play Kanto, the fact that both of us can play in this game together for a playthrough on YouTube, I think is way more fitting. There's a lot of other reasons why I chose this version of the game for us to play, and we'll be getting into those as we go along. But for starters, you can just kind of, this is your room. There's not really all that much to do, but a fun fact, if you look on the far left on that calendar, there's actually an 8-bit sprite of Pokemon from the original Red and Blue. And that's your menu, which you can't do anything with yet. We'll be unlocking stuff as we go along. But for the first couple parts of this playthrough, it's going to be very tutorial heavy because the recent Pokemon games really love shoving tutorials in your face. And you will see that right away with Sketty here, who will never, ever leave you the fuck alone throughout this playthrough. But yeah, we'll be getting into the pros, the cons, everything about this game as it unfolds. For starters, though, we're just going to be going through the beginning sequence to kind of get yourself integrated into the Pokemon world.
Why the fuck is he in my house?
Because he can do that. So yeah, there's an email. So this is basically just teaching you, you press A to talk to stuff, you use the control stick to run, you press X to pull up your menu. And there you go. Very simple to play, but that's your menu. All you can really do for now is save. You will be unlocking those other features as we go along, so just continue on downstairs and you can check the TV. Actually, they're showing a movie on TV. The scene is showing a girl with her hair in pigtails walking up a brick road, but it's time you got going. You know what movie that was referencing?
The Wizard of Oz.
Of course. If you are the boy character, the movie that's referenced on the TV isn't The Wizard of Oz. It's actually the, I believe it's called The Outsiders or The Othersiders. It's one of those two. I forget which one.
Have you seen The Outsiders?
I read the book.
You've never seen the movie?
Nope, I've read the book.
Alright, guys. Well, it's been a nice playthrough.
No. We've got a lot to cover in this. We can watch that movie later.
Hit me.
No, that's a dude, probably in his mid to high 40s. But yeah, if you go ahead and head wherever you want, this is Pallet Town. This is the original town that you started all the way back, well, people started in all the way back in Red and Blue when those came out on the Game Boy. Back in 1990 freaking 8. Or 96 in Japan. So, yeah, did you know that Pokemon was actually officially released in Japan the year we were born?
Nice.
And it came out in the States 2 years later.
That's awesome.
Yep. So there's a fun fact for you. So now you know when we were born. But
today's your birthday.
It is my birthday, the day that we're recording this. So yeah,
Oh,
24 years ago today, at the time of this recording, not when it's uploaded, I was born. Which is crazy.
Everybody's gonna know my names for these.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so right away, Taylor here never played a full Pokemon game, ever. She has played a little bit of Omega Ruby because our friend Noah got it for her years ago.
My bestest friend.
And I tried to get her to play through Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green with me like 2 years ago, where she and I would actually screen share it together over Discord, and we'd play along, like, we'd play our own playthroughs, but side by side. We kind of stopped doing that after a little while. So, you know, hopefully with 1 TP here, this will give us an opportunity to actually go ahead and experience a full-on Pokemon game. And you'll finally get to see why I'm so crazy about this franchise. But for starters, you are going to catch your starter Pikachu. So, this is going to teach you the catching mechanics of Let's Go, and this is the biggest defining factor of this version of the game compared to any other Pokemon game. So first you got to select Get Ready on the menu screen. And then you got to throw your Joy-Con. And that was a great throw. Good job. And this is the main mechanic of Pokemon Let's Go. There's a lot to explain with everything about Pokemon. Despite being a franchise directed towards people of all ages, whether they're 6 or 60, doesn't matter. Despite the fact that it's directed at such a wide demographic of people, there's a lot of complexity to Pokemon. A lot more than you see on the surface.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, or fortunately, for us anyways, unfortunately for a lot of more competitive people, the Let's Go franchise is way more simplified compared to the main series Pokemon games. Because this isn't really technically considered a main series game, it's more of a weird hybrid of a spin-off and a main series game. This is the only game in the franchise of its kind. And again, this is more stuff that we can talk about as the playthrough goes on. For now, we're just kind of showing the intro cutscene. You caught that Pikachu. Somehow it managed to roll away. And now Sketty here is talking about how the fact that the Pokeball came in here and landed in the lab. So that's your Pikachu right over there on the table. And you're going to go pick it up.
Just bang in something.
Well, my girl, this is it. Take that Pokeball and keep good hold of it this time.
What if I don't want Pikachu?
Unfortunately, you don't have a choice because that's the version of the game we're playing. So, go ahead and get that Pikachu. I love how you were on the back side of the table and for the cutscene it just moved you to the front.
Right? Do I get to name it yet? Chomp! Oh.
What?
I love Pikachu.
It's cute. Yeah, obviously if you were playing the Let's Go Eevee version of the game, you would have Eevee as your starter, not Pikachu.
I love Eevee.
Eevee is pretty great too, but I chose the Pikachu edition just for the sheer fact that it is the more traditional Pokemon, and this is basically a remake of Pokemon Yellow version with the Go mechanics in it. So I figured the Let's Go Pikachu edition just makes more sense because it's a remake of Yellow. But here you can nickname your Pikachu whatever you want. And it will have that name until you decide to change the name when you go to the name rater later on. So what you naming him? Nugget? You naming him Nugget?
Yeah.
That's a cute name. I like it. Yeah, one thing that Taylor is great at is, despite the fact that she doesn't have very much experience playing Pokemon at all, she's really good at naming them. She's probably got the best nicknames for Pokemon of anyone I've ever met. So I'm going to love all of the things she comes up with throughout this playthrough because, yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Oh, I was supposed to move.
Yep, so now your Pikachu will follow you wherever you walk around the room. So that's really cool. Oh, just one more thing. I don't know why I'm even bothering to do a voice, but now that you two are setting out as trainers, I'd like to ask your help with something. Take this with you on your journeys.
Is this Pokedex?
You gotta wait for him to walk really, really slowly over to his desk and talk to his computer. What is that thing, Professor? This is the Pokedex that I've designed. It automatically records data on Pokemon you've seen or caught and makes an entry for each. How'd you know?
Well, it's either that or a pack of booze.
Yeah, no.
Taylor and Skinny, I want to teach you.
Blip, blip, blip.
Yep.
So, you got a Pokedex from Professor Oak.
You know what offends me?
What?
That the red pen is not on the left. In his pocket.
Why does that offend you? It is on his left.
I know, but it should be the other way around.
Okay. So basically what he's saying here is in order to complete your Pokedex, you can't just see a Pokemon, you have to catch it to get the full data on it. So if you want to complete and obtain all 153 Pokemon in this game, you need to catch them.
153.
153.
Why is there 2 more?
We'll be explaining that at a later point in this Let's Play. But for now, we're not really going to focus about that. We're just going to keep going ahead with this. So Professor Oak's like, I'm too old to go out and catch the Pokemon, so you're going to go out and fulfill my dream for me. Get out of my fucking lab and never come back until you're done. See ya. That's what he just said.
I'm going to kill the dogs.
Get moving, you two. Get the fuck out of here. This is a great undertaking. So, in the original games, you would actually have a battle with your rival right now, but you don't do that in Let's Go.
Good.
Which is dumb.
Oh, how cute. This is the one you got from the professor.
Is that what your mom sounds like in this game?
What? You caught it yourself? That's amazing. What should I call your new friend? Nugget? It's a lovely Pokemon. Pikachu!
Pikachu's British too?
Stop!
Sheikah's currently clawing at her couch.
My, how energetic. I suppose that means you two will be setting off on an adventure today, right? I thought this day might come soon, so I planned ahead and got this for you.
You got a town map from Mom. You put the town map in your bag.
No shit. I thought I was gonna shove it right up my asshole and carry it that way. Plot twist, my asshole is a tote bag. Safe travels, dear. You and Nugget be good to each other.
Yep, so that was your mother in the game. She doesn't do anything else for the rest of the whole game. So that was her whole purpose, just like most Pokemon games. Not all. There are other generations where your mom character does do stuff. But right away, you've got a Pidgey.
A bitchy.
A bitchy, as you call it. So right off the bat, you can either try and catch it, or you can run. But the basic goal here is to throw the Pokeball. You got an excellent throw. That was perfect timing. The way the go mechanics works, I guess, as we go through Route 1.
3 wiggles.
Yes.
Got it.
So the Pokeball will wiggle 3 times, and then if it gives that little star thing, then it will click, and you will have caught the Pokemon. When you catch a Pokemon for the first time, it will enter its data into the Pokédex. So it tells you this is the tiny bird Pokemon, its height, its weight, things like that. And every Pokemon has a different height and weight. It really doesn't mean that much, honestly, because it doesn't do anything for stats. But now you can go ahead and pull this up. This is where you can see your bag. If you want to go through the bag right now, we can, or we can save it for a little bit later, because there is a lot to go over. The Pokedex is on the left. Your party is right here. This is just showing the 6 Pokemon that you carry with you. You cannot have any more than 6 Pokemon with you at a time. But one nice thing about Let's Go over a lot of other games is you can nickname your Pokemon on the fly. You don't have to go to a narrator. Like most, or a name rater, not a narrator, a name rater, like pretty much every other Pokemon game, you can actually just name your stuff right here, right now, on the fly, whenever you want. So, you want to name it Bitchy, go ahead and do that. But, yeah, so that's the save feature. Whenever you want to save your game, you just click Save Your Progress, boom, problem solved. And then your bag, there's a lot to go over, so we might save that for the second part. And this here is the Pokedex, which allows you to see all the Pokemon you've gone. So if you want to check out Pikachu, go ahead and click on Pikachu for me, because you've seen that one. And then check data.
I thought Pikachu was the 21st Pokemon.
Nope, 25th.
The first one's Bulbasaur?
Bulbasaur is the first Pokemon, yes. So this shows you the same data when you catch when you caught Pidgey for the first time. You see its height and weight. You see the type of Pokemon it is. It's the mouse Pokemon. The number that you've caught, and a little description.
Okay, so my Pikachu is a female.
Yep. Some Pokemon have a male form and a female form. Your Pikachu is female, so it has the heart-shaped tail. A male just has the regular straight tail.
Right.
There's some other Pokemon in the game that have different forms depending on their sex. So, we'll see that when we get to it.
So, is this just showing me that whether it's a male or a female, it looks like this?
Yeah, Pidgey does not have an alternate form for their, depending on their sex, but yeah. So, one other nifty thing about Let's Go Pikachu over any other Pokemon game, aside from Sword and Shield, is that Pokemon spawn on the Overworld. Every Pokemon game before this one, they would spawn in tall grass. In Let's Go, they spawn on the Overworld. So you're going to want to time this perfectly, but Rattata is showing off another feature that Pokemon can do, and that is quote-unquote attacking, where they do a little animation where if you throw the ball at them while they're doing their attack animation, the ball will bounce off, it will be an unsuccessful catch. Just like Pokemon Go on your phone.
So it was good that I waited.
Yes. So you've played Pokemon Go a little bit, right?
A lot.
A lot. So you understand how most of these mechanics work then, catching Pokemon.
Yeah,
It's
I'm a
just
pro.
It's just like Pokemon Go, only on the console.
Okay, I'm a pro.
So, your Pikachu just learned Quick Attack, which is a new move. We'll go over moves in a little bit.
Yeah, my Pikachu's gonna
But
fuck shit up.
You aren't going to be doing some fighting for a little bit, so don't worry about that just yet. But that's Rattata, another new Pokemon. There's also an Oddish that spawned in here, if you want to go for that.
Gimme!
You got another Rattata to catch.
Do I have to?
It gives you experience. So, I mean, it's... A core mechanic of Pokemon games is training your Pokemon, and in Let's Go, you train your Pokemon by catching, because you don't have wild battles.
Do I run out of Pokeballs?
You have a limited number of Pokeballs. Right now you have 48. A support trainer came running from somewhere to lend a hand. This is another tutorial. Is it me?
Yeah.
Oh, it is me. Okay, so this is showing off co-op. So, wait. Hang on.
Oh, I didn't even mean to do that.
Press get ready. And then we're going to throw on the count of 3. 3.
1, 2.
Wait. 2. No.
Well, I was counting 3, 2, 1,
yeah,
and you went
Oddish,
1, 2, 3.
And I did not go 1, 2, 3. I went 3, and then I paused because the circle messed up, and then I said 2, and then Oddish attacked, and that threw off everything, so I didn't move.
Sorry.
It's okay.
My
But-
bitchy leveled up.
So, you're growing a Pokemon team right off the bat. Again, the best way to gain experience for your Pokemon is catching other Pokemon. There are no wild battles in Let's Go, which sets this apart from every other Pokemon game. Which is a very divisive thing, because a lot of people don't like that. A lot of people would have preferred this just be a remake of Kanto on the Switch, and the Go mechanics kind of mess things up. But this is me, so now I'm in the game, and I can't really do as much as Player 1, but I am able to run around the map, which is cool. I don't affect wild Pokemon. Only Player 1 can get into wild battles. So I'm kind of like the Tails to your Sonic.
Sure.
Which you wouldn't really understand that. But let's try doing this mechanic again. So ready? Now. Well.
You didn't even fucking count down!
Well, when I counted down last time, it clearly didn't work.
Because you're stupid.
Okay.
Happy birthday.
That's rude. Whatever. So, there you go, 13 experience. The unfortunate thing is that as your Pokemon get higher level, the experience kind of diminishes and you gain less, so you grow less.
So what if I get all these fucking 800,000 Rattatas? I don't want them.
You don't have to keep the Pokemon you catch. You are able to release them, and we will go over that at a later point. For right now, we're just focusing on the basics. So let's try and finally do the thing I've been wanting to do. So go ahead and get ready. Okay, ready? Now. Booyah.
That was pretty cool.
So when that happens, this is something you can only do with 2 players. When that happens, you get a multiplier, and your odds of catching a Pokemon increase if you can throw 2 at the same time. So we got a bonus multiplier of 6 for that because of the synchronized bonus. There's a lot of bonuses you can get. Successful catch, obviously. Excellent throw, That's when the circle is really small and accurate on the Pokemon. The first throw that you get gives you a bonus. The synchronized gives you a bonus. So that's 84 experience. Watch all those Pokemon level up. Look at that.
Hell
Solid.
Yeah. My nugget!
Yeah. So, another thing about Pokemon, as I'm sure you're already aware, is one of the core ideas is building your Pokemon team. There are 153 Pokemon in this version of Kanto, and you can design your team however you want. You can have whatever Pokemon you want on it. I recommend you pick the 6 Pokemon that you want the most and you work with them. Because if you are just constantly swapping teams in and out, it's really hard to kind of focus on training those select few to make them really good, and you just kind of are stuck with this pool of okay to good Pokemon as opposed to having 6 solid members of your team. So, what?
Caterpie.
We'll be getting there eventually, but
Caterpie.
I will.
And you sit here and tell me, "Oh, Caterpie's weak Pokemon."
Okay.
I will whoop your ass right here.
So what I was going to say is that I will be pointing out Pokemon that are good in battle and others that aren't as we go along. And I won't necessarily even be talking about Pokemon in their current form. I'd be talking about their final evolution. So for example, Rattata here. Do you want to go for the synchronized game?
Yeah. Boom.
Oh, you didn't count.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
give a warning. I'm sure we'll come up with a method as we go
boom.
on. Another thing is that I will be pointing out Pokemon that are worth keeping around and are good in battle as we go along. So I'm not going to force you to pick the Pokemon, what Pokemon you use. You can pick whichever Pokemon you want. I just will heavily emphasize the importance of focusing on 6 Pokemon and making those your main core team members.
You know what I want?
What?
Porygon.
That is a pretty hard Pokemon to come by, but it is possible to get. So if you really want it, we can get
No,
it.
I don't even know what the fuck it does. I just know it looks like geometry.
Yeah.
Ew, you know which one I don't like?
What? Jinx?
Nicki Minaj, bye. What was it called? Fucking,
What's it look like?
is it Oshawott?
Oshawott? That's Gen 5.
No. It's a fucking snail, the blue snail. Looking fucking shit.
Ammonite?
Maybe?
Or Omastar?
Maybe?
I think that's what you're talking about.
I don't know. It's like blue and...
The shell is tan?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're thinking of Omastar and Omanite.
Fucking...
Go ahead and talk to that boy over there.
No.
Yeah, talk to him.
It's literally Noah.
So he's just saying he'll battle you later. We haven't gotten to battling just
Bitch.
yet, so we'll get there when we get there. But
Okay.
for now, we're in Viridian City, and I think this is probably a good spot to end part 1.
Okay.
So in the next part, we will continue trekking onward in Viridian City. I'd say this is some good progress for the first part, and we will get into what all Viridian City has in store for us next episode. So thank you guys so much for watching our first part. We hope you've enjoyed. Feel free to give us suggestions for anything you'd like to see in this playthrough, and we will try to accommodate that. And try not to go too far into Viridian City because we're saving that for the next part. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you then.